Guys, welcome back to Coffee with Kay. Like, even though I'm drinking some tea, some peach and mango tea, holla at your girl, I am so excited that you are here because today we are diving into a topic that I absolutely love, and it is skincare. And it's kind of funny that I'm making a skincare video because for my whole life, I have never had like that beautiful, buttery type skin I like to call looking like a glazed donut in the sun up until recently. And so because of that, I wanted to share my journey, and I promised God, I said, God, if you help me get this thing under control, I would be a vessel for other people to see that, hey, there's hope, there's light at the end of the tunnel, and what I use to help clear it up. So let's go ahead and get into it. All right, guys, welcome back here to Coffee with Kay. Let's just get into this topic because I am so excited. Today we're talking about skincare, guys. Now, when I watch skincare videos from different YouTubers and things like that, I always want to see before pictures because as someone who has suffered with acne and at times cystic acne for most of their life, I don't want somebody with perfect skin telling me how to take care of my skin. It's like, girl, you don't even have to, if you threw some water on your face, like you would be okay, truly, honestly. So just to give you some reference, this was my skin March 18th, I believe, of last year, March 18th, 2021. And these two photos were taken on the exact same day. Look at this. Now, this photo right here is of just, inflamed skin. When I tell you inflamed, I don't know what happened with my skin. My skin all of a sudden erupted, and it was like I could put all of the topical creams that I was used to using on it. Nothing helped. And what didn't help is that I was an on-air talent, which meant that no matter what kind of skin condition I was dealing with at home, I better find some really good makeup to cover that up. So this is what I look like at work, and this is what I look like at home. You see the difference? That's why I'm telling you guys I know. And shout out to Huda Makeup. That foundation, guys, if you are struggling with your acne or imperfections and you have to have that matteless, pore look, I highly recommend. It is full coverage. I don't like any medium coverage things. It was full coverage and it didn't look cakey. So it didn't look like I had a whole lot of foundation on, even though I did. So shout out to Huda. This isn't sponsored. They're not paying me for this, though they could, but they are not doing it. I just wanted to share that with you. So Huda brand is absolutely amazing if you have troubled skin and you need to have that poreless matte look. Now, I won't go into my journey with skincare because I actually did a previous video on that. It's on my YouTube channel. You can go back and look at that. But today, I just want to talk about my maintenance routine. So eventually I ended up taking antibiotics, so Accutane, as you guys will see in my last video for it, because I needed it to work fast. I could go to somebody to treat my skin, but being on air and having all of that on my face, I needed something to work fast. I had been on Accutane before, it worked, and I knew it worked. So I went ahead, took Accutane for about 6 months, and by month number 4, my skin was already doing what it was supposed to do. You'll see a lot of that in the last video as well. So after my 6 months, I cleared up my acne, and I wanted just a nice maintenance routine, and I wanted a regimen that would work for me, that would work for my skin, so that I could maintain and I wouldn't have to in another 2 years get back on Accutane. So found a few things that worked. I went to Ulta and I was blessed enough to say, hey, this is what I'm struggling with my face. I really don't want my marks to come back. I had combination skin. I was dealing with hyperpigmentation, still wanting to get my skin just, all the way right. And I said, hey, show me some products that you use. The guy that helped me was so knowledgeable and so lovely. And I've been using the products since March of 2021 up until now. So almost a year later, my skin has literally changed, transformed, and now I'm such a skincare advocate. It is not even funny. So I want to go ahead and dive into my skincare routine. This is a routine that varies. Sometimes I'll use all of the products. Sometimes I'll use some of the products. Basically morning and night. It is a religious thing that I do every single day to make sure that I can show up for my skin. All right, like I said, I wanted to be transparent, so I'm starting this video off just showing you guys that I don't have on any makeup. And if you guys have any questions by the end of the video, please feel free to put them in the comments. I would love to see them. I like to go ahead and kind of get into the vibe when I start my skincare because it is a mood. She's a mood. So let's go ahead and get into something a little bit more comfortable. Honey, she is comfortable. See, isn't this a vibe? So I want to go ahead and start off just by steaming my face. I do this especially when I'm not in the shower. When I'm in the shower, obviously, you know, the hot water, it opens up your pores. But like, you know, sometimes I don't have that kind of time. So I like to use this steamer. I got it for Christmas. It is from Vanity Planet. I personally love it because it is small. It is compact. Look, it's like an egg. It's like the size of my face. Okay, maybe a little bit bigger, but I love it. It has a little water cartridge. So you're supposed to put distilled water in this water cartridge. It has the minimum and maximum. And let me go ahead and actually fill that up with some water. But basically what happens is you place it back in here and you press this button and it will start steam. So I'm gonna go ahead, fill this cartridge up, and then I'll show you guys how I use it. Honey, let's just get into her. I love the way this smells too. Like, I'm one of those weird people that like the smell of fresh tires, and this kind of reminds me of that. Okay, we're only gonna do, like, seriously, when I do it, I'm like, oh my gosh. And it's kind of relaxing and stuff. It gives you that spa feel. And again, this just opens up your pores. So, you know, you can put, it's like putting lotion on dry skin. Like, lotion works best when you put it on right after you get out of the shower. That way it can actually seep in. So this is going to open up my pores. And while it's opening up my pores, I'm only gonna sit here maybe about like a minute or so. Like, it's not like I'm dead in it. You know what I mean? For so long, but just about a minute or so. And I'm gonna put this over to the side because we are actually gonna go ahead and start step 2. All right, as some of you all may know from the last video, I am still using Tarte Knockout. This has AHA and BHA factors. It's like a natural exfoliant, so it's good for your skin. I love this because this product is vegan and it gives me that minty feeling after. You know, sometimes you don't really feel clean unless it like mints a little bit. This is really good for that, and it's super soft on my skin. My skin was very problematic and is still very sensitive, so I can't use everything on my skin. This really helps. So I'm gonna go ahead and lather with some of this stuff. All right, so just got finished cleaning and cleansing with, again, this Tarte Knockout. Sometimes I go and exfoliate as well. So this is not an exfoliation day. I just exfoliated yesterday, and I don't want to exfoliate too much and damage my skin. But this Clinique exfoliating scrub, generally I don't like Clinique products like that. However, this exfoliating scrub is gentle, yet you can feel the exfoliating factors in it. Like, you can feel the little beads, and whenever I get finished, I always feel like my pores are super clean. So these are the 2 face washes that I use. This is exfoliation. This is for daily use, just when I want to go ahead and cleanse. All right, so after I do my cleansers, everything is good, face is feeling smooth, that's when I go in and pick the serums that I want to use. So several different things that I use. This Lancome Genifique Youth Activating Concentrate. This is one of the best products I have ever used, hands down. Is it pricey? Absolutely. Like, this little bottle is going to run you nothing less than maybe about 60 bucks with tax. This little bottle contains so many great things for your skin. It not only contains good things for your skin, but it also helps to tighten your skin as well, to give you that youthful look. This is the holy grail. So I got this, and at first I was a little skeptical. This makes my skin feel baby smooth. This is very good. Something else that I like is vitamin C serum. Lancome as well has this vitamin C serum. Now, all of these products are not cheap, but I promise you, they work. This is coming from somebody who has had trouble with their skin their whole life and is just now getting a hang on it. This 15% vitamin C is a concentrate, so you don't need a whole lot of this at all. If you use a whole lot of this, your skin may get a little irritated, but this concentrated vitamin C serum actually helps to get in there and, of course, brighten the effects of hyperpigmentation, things of that nature. I like this product. This as well is a toner. This is from Tula Skincare. Oops, I just dropped something. This is from Tula Skincare. This is one that I just started using, but I love it already. And when I say I just started using it, probably about maybe a week or 2 now. This basically, and I'm not really one that likes toners all like that, but this toner is super gentle, also vegan as well. And this helps with acne clearing and toning correction. So you can put it on your skin. It has factors in it that help minimize your breakouts, but actually helps to take away that hyperpigmentation over time as well. So between these 3 products, these are like my daily, nightly uses. Also, the main ingredient in this is salicylic acid. This is so good for active acne. So this is a good product to use. What I love about this Lancome Genifique is that when you use other products with it, it actually helps with product penetration. So usually I take a little amount like this. So when you close it, it looks like this. When you unscrew it, this cap goes like this, and it actually gives you the perfect amount. That way you don't have to go and guess like, oh my gosh, how much do I use? I usually use half of this because I do have a small face, even though it may not look like it. I usually use half of what is in this stopper. So let's go ahead and get us some of this. See, all you need is a little bit, just like that. And then I'll take some of my vitamin C serum. So I'll go ahead, just take a little bit of it. This also has a little stopper with it. I use such a little bit because A, I have a small face, but B, this is concentrated as well. So you don't want to get a whole lot. And between those two, I just go ahead and mix it up. The guy at Ulta told me this is kind of like what they call a yolk because it kind of does have a yellowy hue to it. But I mix it up and I put it on my face, being sure that I rub everything in thoroughly and put this on. And sometimes I will leave my steamer on. I will leave my steamer on when I do these processes, just so that my pores are open and it can receive and really get in there all of these serums and stuff that I'm using, the vitamin C, the salicylic acid, and the Genifique. All right, after I go in with those two items, that is when I take my Tula, my toner, my salicylic acid. Again, you don't need a lot of these products. Your skin definitely will go ahead and drink up the small amount that you give it. You don't have to use a whole bunch of pumps. I use one pump. You may use 2 pumps, but 3, 4, 5, 6 pumps, that's gonna make your product go a lot faster. And these things are expensive. Like, guys, So only use a little bit. I only use maybe a pea-size amount of each one, and I just go ahead and put that on my skin as well. And oh, you guys should feel this. I mean, it just feels incredible. Skin is already glowing. Like, skin is already glowing. The glow is real. But we just put serums on our skin, we put vitamin C, and we put salicylic acid. We have not used a moisturizer yet. And so with that being said, let's go ahead and talk about moisture. All right, I used to think that if I had oily skin that my skin was already oily, so I didn't need to put moisture on it. But actually the oiliness of my skin was coming on so heavy because there was no moisture. And so my body was like, oh shoot, now we have to overproduce because there is no moisture there. I like water-based moisturizers because I just told you I have, combination skin. This has no oils in it and it feels so light and airy. I got a sample from Sephora one time. That was enough for me. It made the investment. Again, this product isn't the cheapest, but it also isn't that expensive. I've had this same bottle again since about March of 2021. Not March of 2021. I had this one maybe in September or August of September, and I'm just now running out. Also, I don't use a lot of it, but because you don't need a lot of it, to be honest. So I just take this water bank moisturizer, and I love it as well because you actually feel like your face is moisturized. Like, how many times do you use a moisturizer and you're like, dang, like my face just feels like I just threw some oil on it? Like, come on. So I just take a little bit. Again, you don't need a lot of these products. And mix it into the tips of my fingers. I'm not putting it all over my hands. I'm just using mainly the tips of my fingers when I put my product in. That way you don't waste a whole lot of product on your hands. And I just go in and massage that in. Guys, when I tell you, if you have never used a water-based moisturizer, Laneige, that is the brand that I just got through using, and I'll put that back up here. I absolutely love it. There are other water-based moisturizer brands out there that can definitely compete with this one. So if you're looking for maybe a less expensive option, I highly recommend taking a look at that. But yes, getting a water-based moisturizer, it really changed my mind about moisturizers because for so long I thought that my face had to be oily to be moisturized, and that was so far from the truth. So this is the result, okay? Come on, honey. Like, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. And here is the Laneige Water Bank Moisturizer. But guys, we are not done. There are several other steps in my skincare process that I want to share with you. All right, guys, when it comes to protecting your skin, something that I thought was just out of the question was sunscreen because it just felt so heavy. But the only esthetician that I ever went to, I just couldn't continue going to her because she was in a different city than I was. But she said, you have to wear sunscreen because that is the only way that is going to protect your skin from the sun, causing your hyperpigmentation to not go away. This Lancome product, and I use a lot of Lancome products because their serums are just great. Like, it's like the creme de la crop of skincare. You're gonna pay for it, but it is really good. So I vouch for that. This UV Expert skincare was recommended to me by another news anchor at the time, and I absolutely love it. It's lightweight, it gives you 50 SPF, and it doesn't feel like your face is weighed down by oils. And for all of my African American or even brown sisters and brothers, it doesn't leave that white film on your face. Like, I cannot stand when I take pictures and after I put on sunscreen, I look white because it looks like I'm a ghost. So all I use before I go out is just a little bit. Again, you don't need a lot of these products. Tip of fingers, mix it into my face, and I am good to go for the day. Now, obviously, I don't use this sunscreen at night because hopefully I won't end up outside when I wake up in the morning, but I do use this during the day because that makes sure that no matter if I decide to go outside, maybe I decided to work outside, or maybe I have some errands to run, I'll always have that protection. And I like to keep this in my purse as well because it's so tiny. I can reapply it during the day. All right, and lastly, let's talk about hyperpigmentation. So all of those things help to keep your skin healthy. They help to keep your skin healthy. But to treat your hyperpigmentation, one product that worked for me, and even back when I was in college, this was so consistent, it is Rodan Field. They have this product line and they have several different things. So they have lightening treatments, they have active acne treatments, kids acne, adult acne, anti-aging, all of these things. I use this is the lightening line because I had hyperpigmentation. So this set came with an exfoliant. It came with a liquid version of hydroquinone, which is great. I mean, it is just absolutely great for hyperpigmentation, and it's concentrated. It's 2%. It comes with a hydroquinone gel, which is also 2%, and it comes with, what does it come with? A sunscreen as well. There you go. So I used to use the whole line, but the whole line all over my skin, I will say, because this product worked well, it started taking away my blackness. Like, I started becoming white. See, I didn't want that. So I stopped using it for a while, but if you spot treat, this is everything. If you dab a few drops of this liquid onto your dark spots, so for me, it was around my jawline, and even this is something I've had since I was a kid. So although my face is like all, you know, nice and buttery smooth and stuff now, this is something that has always been there. And with this being said, I also got like dark marks around my chin area as well because, oh my gosh, when I tell you I can grow hair like a pubescent boy, I mean, yes. So, yes, I started using this spot treatment as well. So I would use the liquid and then I would use a little bit of this cream. And again, you don't need a lot, just enough to go on the little dark marks on your skin. So let's see right here. I just put a little bit on, and I do this only at night because this makes your skin very sensitive. You will need to wear all of the sunscreens if you decide to do this and you're an active outside person, okay? Because it makes your skin very sensitive. But at night, I'll do that. I'll let it sit a little bit, and then you'll be good to go. So yeah, like, it's just that simple. So for me, during this whole process of finding trial and error products that work, just like anything, everything that I see here or that I list here may not work for you, and that is okay. You have to find out what works for you as well. I also gave a recommendation to the Rodan Fields Acne Clearing Set, and I will put a link to that below. I have not tried it, but my sister has tried it. She has a little bit better skin than I do, and she swears by it. I only know of these lightening and brightening products, and these worked wonders. It did what it said it was gonna do. It understood the assignment. So I can vouch for the Rodan Fields brand, and that's why I would be comfortable recommending that acne fighting kit to you if you just wanna go ahead and get a product line of things that you know is going to work or that has a really good, you know, reputation. I would recommend you check out those, and I'll put the link below. Is it a strenuous process? Absolutely. However, maintenance and keeping my skin good is the goal right now. So I don't mind doing a few extra steps. And I mean, look at the glow. Can you say moisturize? Like, honey, can you just say, can we say moisture? Can we say it's giving? It's giving healthy. It's giving glow skin. And I am so glad that you watched today. Hopefully this answered some of you all's questions. Go back and watch my testimonial video of how long I've been dealing with acne. I just got it under control within these past few months. And now I'm doing my part to spread the word. Again, if you have any questions, put them in the comments below. But I am Kayla. This is Coffee with Kay. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll talk to you soon.